Okay, so Matt, you just finished your panel. Tell me a little bit about what you talked about.
We talked about touring and building a fan base kind of in a grassroots way. So we had Kevin Lyman and Jonathan Brooke, Dan Byrne, and Matt, the ice cream guy, and we just kind of talked about, we had a lot of good folks in there who wanted to know the best way to build sort of their fan base the old-fashioned way.
Now, did you build your fan base the old-fashioned way?
Yes, I did. I built my fan base the old-fashioned way.
Explain that to me a little bit. What did you do?
Kissed babies, went door to door. It was a lot of driving around in a rental car and playing open mics in coffee houses and that kind of stuff. Fun stuff. It's very glamorous, exciting.
Had you met any of your fellow panelists before?
Jonathan. I knew Jonathan. She sang on a cover of Laid that I did for the American Wedding soundtrack, and we played a couple shows together.
Cool. Kevin Lyman told us that you guys basically spent the whole panel doing Q&A.
Yeah, he totally took control and was like, we're going to do this as questions, you know, so that everybody in the audience could sort of maximize what they got out of it.
What were people asking?
A lot of stuff about how to, sort of like, what should I do, that kind of thing. Like, and that was the thing that we're trying to stress, was this idea that like there's not any one thing you can do, it's kind of an accumulation of things. So that an artist's career is actually a career. It's a long process that takes failures and successes, and you sort of, it's your own story. You can take bits from other people's careers and sort of things that inspire you, but really it's kind of your own arc. And so there were a lot of questions like, well, what's the best way to do this? What's the best way to do that? And what's so great about this is that there is no best way to do it. It's really kind of choose your own adventure and like figure it out as you go.
Have you ever gotten to come to an ASCAP Expo before?
I never have, and it's fun.
What was your impression of the whole experience?
Oh my god, I loved it. It was a blast. ASCAP's the best thing ever, so it was fun to be able to come. Last year the Pop Awards were great. I'd never been to one of those, and then it was fun to come here and do this and sort of get down and talk about stuff with good people. So it was fun.
How did you become an ASCAP member yourself?
Back in the day, I don't know how it happened. My manager at the time, who was this kid I went to college with, who's still my manager, ASCAP, it was just the thing you have to sign up with a performing rights organization. And ASCAP had some really great people. Tom DeSavia, who was there at the time, and then signed me up. I think he was the one that signed me up back in the 90s.
That's very cool.
Fun.
Before I let you go, what are you working on right now?
My abs, so I'm doing a lot of crunches. No, I have a record, Modern Love, comes out June 21st, and so I'm working on pimping that to people. Lots of pimping.
Possibly going to take that one out on the road?
Oh yes, lots of kissing babies, lots of playing shows.